Hello students, welcome back to the class. During the last class we have discussed about power and different perspective of power. In this class we are going to the same concept but different point. In this class we will discuss about group perspectives. Okay, in the last class we have discussed about introduction, meaning, definition and perspective of power. So the concept of power is very important concept in all the political science. Okay, when we are talking mostly in the political science, most of the contents are related to the power. Okay, that's why this is a very important concept. Distribution of power in the political community should be that depends upon your distribution of power. If the distribution of power are done perfectly, then conflicts can be resolved, problems and the fights can be able to resolve. So you have to distribution of power must be done in the point way. Next, you have to pass a resolution effectively so that everybody should be accepted by all. Resolutions when the resolutions are accepted, then no problems will come. Okay. Now come to the point of meaning. Power denotes ability of a person to fulfill his desire. Whenever the people have an ability to fulfill his own desire, that is called as power. Okay, if he can able to fulfill his desire, his ambition, his aim, okay, his need. Okay. So when he wanted to fulfill his desire, whatever he wanted, then that is called as power. Edward A. Skills, he said that power is an ability to influence the behavior in one own ends. If you are influencing the behavior of others, then that is called as power. Now we have seen the different perspective of the power. Perspectives we have said, your mental views, your thinking views, how you think, what is your views of based on thinking, that is called perspective of power. So now in the last classes we have discussed about allied perspective. In this allied perspective we have seen that some section of societies were divided into allied groups. Okay, these are the allied groups which were also called as organized minority. Okay, allied powers, and it were mainly divided upon mass. In one side the group society were mainly divided into two parts. In one side the society was mainly divided into allied, in other side the societies are mainly divided in the form of mass. Now we will go forward about different perspective. Allied perspective already we have completed. Now we have to study about group perspective. So group perspective always corresponds means what? Similar and equivalent. Similar and equivalent. Similar and equivalent, that is called as correspond. So if you see the group perspective is also similar to the pluralistic theory. Pluralist theory. What is meant by pluralist theory? We have discussed also in the earlier classes. So they believe that public participation is important public participation should be important in government, formation of government, separation of power. They believe pluralistic concept believe that power should be distributed, separation of power should be distributed in legislature, executive, judiciary. Power should be distributed at central and state level. Power should not be concentrated in the hand of one single person. So that it believed by pluralistic theory concept. In group perspective also same thing. Power should be distributed among group, but the power should not be utilized under one single person. So that's why the group's perspective is also equivalent to pluralistic theory. Okay, singular will say, singular, plural. Okay, next plurals are nothing but many. Here also it's saying that this theory is concepting that all the powers must be distributed among many people, many group of people. Okay. So this anticipates that this theory also anticipates that different type of people should be allowed to participate in democratic process. Just now I said you. Pluralistic theory believes that people participation is very important in the formation of government. People participation is very important in democratic form of government. In the group, in the sense, different type of people should also participate. This theory means group perspective is similar to the pluralistic theory. What is the similar thing is, both the theory wanted that power should be wasted among all the people equally, okay, and if the powers are distributed among all the people equally, then the conflicts and the problems which are there in the society can be resolved easily, okay. This is one point. Next we'll go forward. In group perspective always also developed this theory. This group perspective was developed by Arthur Bentley. Arthur Bentley is a socialist. He have developed the group perspective. Now briefly we'll study who is Arthur Bentley. He is an American political science. He have contributed theory which is called as development behavior methodology. Okay, so he is who Arthur Bentley is actually the American political science. So he have developed the various concept. The popular concept he have developed is development behavior methodology. Okay, and this Arthur Bentley, he have proposed this theory. He developed this theory which is called as group perspective. Group perspective believe that power should be distributed and power should be divided in the society. Okay, power should be divided. At present the powers are mainly divided in between the dominant and dependent. This belief that at present the powers are mainly divided among the dominant as well as dependent. Dominant in the sense who are dominating by using the power upon the rest of the people. They were called as dominant. Okay, who are dominating others. Dependent means completely who are depending on others. They were called as dependent. So that is the difference between dominant as well as dependent. This theory also says that powers in the society should not be concentrated in the hand of single group. So group perspective is similar to the pluralistic concept. They believe that power should not be vested under the control of one single group. And this pluralistic group theory believe that in the societies mainly what will happen, the societies were mainly classified into dominant and dependent. So they group perspective believe that the society should not be divided among the dominant as well as dependent. Normally in the society this is common to see that societies are mainly consists of dominant, rich and poor. Commonly we can find. And group perspective believes that the power should be dispersed among wide variety of social groups. So power should be distributed among wide variety of social group. The power should not be distributed among dominant and dependent. Powers must be distributed among wide variety of social group. So what group perspectives believe? Okay, that power should be distributed among wide variety, different type of people. Among different people the power should be distributed. Okay, group perspectives are mainly beliefs to be autonomous, okay, and almost independent centered decisions. They believe that independence must be given, okay, independence should be given to the people, independent decisions can be taken, okay, the centers can able to take their decisions independently, okay, whatever the power, whomever the powers we are vested upon group, so they should be having the autonomous and independent thinking, so they can take the decisions in an autonomous way and independent way. Now if you see, there are many organizations we can find: organization of workers, organization of peasants, organization of traders, organization of industrialists, organization of customers. Okay, these are the various organizations we can find: organization of workers, peasants, traders, industrialists and consumers. Okay, it is also called as contemporary society. Example, present society. In contemporary society we can find there is a various organizations of workers, there is a separate organizations for peasants who will protect the interest of peasants, there is separate organizations for trade, union, there is a sub-traders, okay, there is separate organizations for industrialists, consumers, you can find different organizations will be there. So these organizations, what they will do, they will try to protect the interest of traders, trading organizations will protect the interest of traders, okay, worker organizations like trade unions will protect the interest of the workers, like that. in the present society also, we can find powers are distributed among various organizations, so that they can able to be independent in taking the decisions, and they can able to protect the section of the people. Okay, they will go forward and they can able to protect the section of people, like trade union, they will protect the section of workers. Similarly, own shares, the powers have the respective spheres of operations. So the powers can able to share their every power have the respective share of spheres of operations, respective field of operations they have to perform. Okay, children. Once again, I am going forward. Okay, what we have discussed here, powers and different perspective of power. We have seen that the concept of political science is a very key concept in the power is a key concept in the political science. Political science is the study of power. Okay, power of government, power of chief minister, what are the power of prime minister. So in political science only we can find there are the study of power. Distribution of power should be in such a way that political communities, the problems in the political communities should be resolved. A resolution should be in such a way that every person should have to accept the resolution. Meaning of the power denotes that ability to influence, ability of person to fulfill the desires. Power is nothing but whatever the people who has an ability to satisfy the desire and to fulfill the desire, that is called as power. At the same time, Edward A. Skills we can find power is an ability to influence the behavior of one's own need. We have seen the different type of perspective. Allied perspective we have studied in the last class. Now in this class we are discussing about what is meant by group perspective. Group perspective is equivalent to the pluralistic theory of concept. This group perspective was mainly developed by Arthur Bentley. Okay, Arthur Bentley is mainly the American political science. He have contributed for the development of behavior methodology. And also we have seen the group perspectives, the powers are mainly classified into the society, which is called dominant and dependent. In societies, powers are mainly classified into dominant and dependent. So group perspectives believe that power should not be vested, power should not be divided among dominant and dependent. Group perspectives believe that power should not be vested under the control of only few section of people. Powers must be vested among the large section of the people. Similarly, pluralistic concept also believe that power should not be vested under one. There are quite opposite to monistic theory of concept. So power should not be vested among one single person, power should be vested among all. There should be the separation of people, okay, separation of power. Every organization should be having the separate power. Every organization have to give the autonomous to take their decisions freely, independently, etc. And that's why the group perspective theories believe that societies where the power should not be concentrated under the control of one single group, powers must be diverse among large variety of good groups. In groups perspectives we can find most of the people are autonomous and they can able to have the independent decisions. Okay, centers most of the centers should be the autonomous and independent decisions can be able to take. Okay, that is one point. And there are various organizations which are protecting the interest of workers, traders, okay, industrialists, customers, peasants, etc. in the contemporary society. Present society, in the existing society we can find various organizations are there, they were quite independent and they have autonomous decisions. They can take their decisions independently. This is one point. Own shares, powers can able to share their respectives in the spheres of operations. So by utilizing the power they can able to enjoy the spheres of operations. So children, this is about, we are learning about the perspective of the power. In the next class we will discuss about the third point. What is the third perspective of power, we will discuss in the next class. Already in the two classes we have completed allied perspectives and group perspectives. We will meet you in the next class with the third point. What is the third concept of perspective? Thank you very much.